Wait, we're on Office? Oh, we are so fucking back. We are so fucking back.
So back.
I am buying a Negev and we are so fucking back. I am back. Bill Gates is here. Kevlar helmet, Negev, let's get the fuck out of my way. I'm going off.
Bingo, bango, bongo, bish, bash, bosh.
Welcome to Counter-Strike 2, the latest in the long-running Counter-Strike series that finally got a sequel after 20 years of spin-offs.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
I'm joking, of course, but you have to understand, with a name like that, there's gonna be a lot of questions and most certainly some expectations. But before we get into all that, let's start with a quick explanation. Counter-Strike 2 is the latest game from Valve that takes a bold new direction for the series, re-releasing the previous entry with better graphics and cooler smoke grenades.
How about this one? I call it bold and bright. More like belongs in the trash.
Okay, yes, I'm exaggerating, but seriously, mechanically speaking, the game is almost a complete copy of CSGO, with all the guns and most of the gadgets functioning the exact same way they did in CSGO just before this game's release. However, there are plenty of new things to justify this game's existence. For starters, the game runs on the Source 2 engine now, meaning the graphics have been enhanced, making the maps look more beautiful than ever while also making the Molotov look really cool.
I could look at it all day.
Then there's the new loadout system, which replaces the weapon wheel from CSGO and forces you to think about what you use before you queue. To top it all off, the smoke grenades are now volumetric, meaning that you can see through them when you shoot it, and their shape is affected by their surrounding environment. For example, if you throw a smoke grenade in an open area, it'll just make a dome that blocks sightlines, but if you throw it next to a wall, it'll adjust its shape to match the walls. And, most importantly, your inventory from CSGO was brought back, so all your skins, sprays, knives, music kits, they're all here, and you even get a metal and music kit if you played CSGO before the Switch.
That's pretty neat.
Now that all that's out of the way, let me give you a warning if you're booting this up for the first time. This game will kick your ass. Oh my god! Oh my freaking...
Oh, I just got
I need help, I said!
Gun is just run and gun and try to aim in the air.
I can't even see him! What is that?
Holy shit, I need to turn you down.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
If you've never played Counter-Strike before, this game is going to be rough during the beginning. Not only do you need Prime status in order to get out of the non-Prime lobbies, which are usually filled with cheaters, smurfs, and all of the goofiest of goobers, but there's a massive skill ceiling that you gotta learn between the recoil of the guns and the angles to throw grenades. This game has a low entry barrier, yes, but a high skill ceiling. So just mentally prepare yourself for that before diving in. But hey, don't worry about all that. All you need is a couple of your buddies, and it doesn't matter how bad you get your ass beat, you'll still have a good time with this. And, come here a second, I got a little secret for you. If you want to pop off when you're on the defense, let me introduce you to a good friend of mine, my best friend even, the Negev.
Mr. Gates.
For $1,700, you get a machine gun that fires a barrage of bullets. Now, that might seem kind of boring, but there's a catch, because this machine gun has a mechanic where it becomes a literal laser beam after the first 10 bullets. It can, and will, tear apart the enemy team if you use it properly. This gun is so good, you can hold an entire area from a team push all by yourself with it. It can even imbue you with the spirit of a Spartan 2 soldier to let you not only ace, but clutch a 1v4 round.
Yeah, bro, he like found our IPs and used it.
That's all you, Jake. You got it.
Yo,
Damn.
blood.
Where?
Who's outside? Oh my god. No,
Killing
fuck.
spree.
That gun's crazy if you look at the recoil.
It's literally only...
Let's all five. You got it.
Overkill. Killing frenzy.
Oh my god.
Let's go!
Running
Yes! Baby, I'm back! I'm so fucking back! Clip it! I love this gun, but it's not without its downsides. For one, it's really only useful on defense. While you can use it on attack, 9 times out of 10 you're just gonna get killed before you even hit your opponent. Secondly, you get a pitiful amount of money per kill with it. While the amount is great for ace rounds like the one I just showed you, if you only kill one person in the entire round, you get a mere $300, which in the scope of CS is not a whole lot. Overall, the Negev is a great and fun weapon, but be sure to be smart about when you buy it and where you use it, otherwise you might be the reason why your team is losing. Now, in terms of other rifles I can recommend for new players, I suggest equipping the M4A1S on your CT loadout. It does a little bit more damage than the standard M4, and it has an easier to control recoil pattern, so it's a must pick if you're new to the game. And of course, there's the AK, the most iconic weapon, or at least one of the most iconic weapons in all of Counter-Strike, which all I can say is, click on heads and don't hold down the fire button. If you treat the AK like a burst weapon, it becomes much easier to use, and headshots will almost always kill your opponent when you're using it. As for the snipers, I don't usually bother, but there's some great guides out there on how to use them, and honestly, it's good to practice with the Scout thanks to its low cost and decent damage, so try using that if you're interested.
Sniping's a good job, mate.
As for what maps to play, they're all pretty good and mostly well balanced, but if you just want to goof around or attempt something absolutely silly, or better yet, just have a fun time with your friends, play Nuke. Since the escapades of one Franz J made that map go from one of the sweatiest to the one that I have the most fun on. He said there was a flash. He said there was a flash. He said there was a flash.
You ran into his flash. I said I'm gonna flash.
Oh god, it's so...
Everybody else in the beat heard me. Everybody else heard me.
Run into the fucking flash, Davis! That was the fucking most retarded thing you could have ever done.
Hey, let's push Hut. Let's push Hut.
I'm flashing the guy Hut, you fucking ding dong. What's your plan? Go even more negative?
Oh my god,
Look
dude.
away.
Where the fuck are you?
You're 0-9!
That is crazy.
I called! Oh my god, you're fucking slow! Holy
God,
shit,
God,
the
God.
only kill you can get in this fucking game
Oh my
against
God,
anybody
you're
above a
so
30-hour player, and you're 0-9.
Yeah, only kill I can get, fuckface!
Oh my god, 2 people were swinging!
There's another one there. Michael, there's another one there.
Who got this? No one got this? Oh my god, you're screaming at me, so I can't fucking focus, Davis! Shut the fuck up! Oh my god!
I clipped it. I clipped it. I said, I'm throwing a flashbang, Michael. I'm throwing a flash. I'm throwing a flashbang, Michael. I'm throwing a flash. And then you got blinded! I threw it Hut because we knew there was a guy Hut. You didn't even die from that guy. You died at the guy Long.
No, Knack, you wanna push Hut with me?
Oh my god.
I don't.
There's also Office, which I'm a fan of personally, but I will admit, it is incredibly defender-sided, and since the terrorists start on the defense, not the CTs, you really gotta pray that you don't start as a CT or else you are not gonna have a fun start. It's also a hostage map, which that game mode in general has a whole bunch of problems, so it might be a bit of a turnoff for you. And now, finally, I present to you the single most important advice in the entire game. Just play the freaking game. I know, that sounds a lot like me saying, get good lol, but in all the time that I played CS, nothing taught me better than trying things out in-game myself. Sure, watching guides and tutorials are still good, but you know what they say, practice makes perfect. And who knows, maybe you'll find a completely different loadout that's better for you, but you'll never find out unless you try things out for yourself.
I'm going back to all reliable.
There we go. Now that all that's sorted, I gotta be honest with you, I have very mixed feelings on this game. On the one hand, this game is very pretty. While it did take me a little bit to get used to how bright everything is now, the visuals of CS2 are fantastic. Things like how you can see and mess with the liquid in the Molotov, and how much more lifelike the maps are now adds so much more character to the game. On the other hand, however, this game feels incomplete and bare bones, especially compared to its predecessor. I think that sequels should always have as much content as the previous entry did at the very least, and CS2 definitely fails in that regard. There's a very limited map pool compared to CSGO, and hardly any other game modes outside of Arms Race, which itself only has 2 maps to its name. Wingman doesn't have any maps that were designed for it, despite the fact that some of them were shown off in screenshots before release, so you only play with competitive maps that were just cut in half with no changes. Danger Zone, which was CSGO's very fun take on Battle Royale, isn't here either, even though it would totally benefit from the game engine upgrade. I could keep going on, but you get the idea. It's just disappointing that the game is still as bare bones as it is, especially since CSGO had already started getting decent content by this point when it first released. I still very much enjoyed the gameplay though. I just wish there was a bit more to do. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time for when I lose all of my life savings to crates. Look, I know I can pay back the fees, just please give me a little bit more money. I swear, I can pull a knife on this next one. Please, just give me a little bit more money.